Tamakkuat qilalukkat igilauraqtut ukiivimignin bearing semen illingit igilauraqtut Bristol bacon tamane Alaskame kilut muktohuting taununga Beaufort Sim tunganun upinakali maung Inuit akhlakaving milyo.
Summer the Inuvialuit from Maklavik, Inuvik, Kentucky, hunt the belugas that are located within the Mackenzie River estuary, while those in the Darnley Bay serve the community of Paulton. Various federal acts and regulations govern the management of the beluga in the Canadian Beaufort Sea. These acts include the Fisheries Act, the Beluga Protection Regulations, the Oil and Gas Production and Conservation Act, the Canadian Environmental Protection Act, and the Arctic Waters Pollution Prevention Act, and especially the Beluga Management Plan. Resource users and managers agreed that management programs were required to ensure that the beluga continues to thrive and that it is utilized efficiently. Continued success of this plan depends on both cooperation and participation of several organizations, which include the Hunters and Trappers Committee, the Inuvialuit Game Council, and the Fisheries Joint Management Committee. The following is an educational video in the knowledge related to the hunting skills and practices of harvesting and preserving the beluga whales. The beluga whale has been a vital source of food for the Inuvialuit for the Western Arctic for hundreds of years. Every summer in mid-July, Beaufort Sea to hunt the belugas. Long ago, the Inuvialuit hunted with kayaks and umiaks. Today, they use outboard motors and aluminum boats. They also have high-powered rifles, but still have to use the harpoon. When they are hunting, they harpoon the whale first and then shoot it. This way they are sure not to lose the whale, because dead whales can sink easily. The beluga hunting bylaws require each hunting boat shall have the following equipment: a rifle not less than .30-30 caliber, 2 harpoons equipped with line and float, or 1 such harpoon and a seal hook, 1 float marker with enough line to reach the ocean bottom in the area being hunted, and equipped with an anchor and a towing line. After the whale is caught, it is tied to the stern of the boat and towed back to the camp. The whale is towed by the tail end because it has less drag when being towed back to camp, which sometimes can be 10 kilometers away. No person shall at any time take more whales on a hunt that can be adequately taken care of, considering limitations of the boat. Examples are the weather, the towing distance, and the number of people in the camp available for processing.
Beaufort Simon angunea huting kilalukanik. Ingilagan Inuvialuit angunea road kayakanik umeanikilo. Ublu pagagalan atoro hirut makuninga kikakahutigilo. Huli alumananik umeanik huting. Huliptao huangaruanik putinik tut. Pagalan aturugat huli kamanan nauligak. Tabra angunea kaming nauligak aturakigat kilalukamon. Ahi naulakarakigat kilaluak. Ahi taima pihiklugu. Tabra tayo nakuting. Long ago, they would puncture a hole in the throat of the whale and blow up the stomach with a hollow stick so that the whale will float and would be easy to tow. It was said that one kayak was seen towing 5 whales to camp in one hunt.
When the whale is landed, everyone comes to help and pull the whale out of the water. Even the children help. Before the butchering begins, all the blood and sand is washed off. With ullus and knives on hand, the butchering begins. First, the flippers and the head are cut off. Then the rest of the whale is cut in sizes that can easily be carried. Everyone helps and makes short work of a 15-foot whale.
Hinyaleka ikayogurok hilamik pianigarigat tamna 15 footnote hilaluwak tabra pilak chilugo tamakwa uktuak tichihuruat tabra ngak hilalukamin uktuak tichiraktut.
As they are butchering, samples are taken from the whale. Dr. Norman Snow explains.
The samples that have been routinely taken, as I mentioned before, there's the jaws and the teeth for aging, skin samples for genetic fingerprinting to assist in the determining how discrete this stock is and how much intermixing there may be with other stocks. Reproductive tracts of both males and females to assess the reproductive condition and the history of pregnancy of a female. Organ and tissue samples have been taken for contaminant analysis for heavy metals such as mercury and cadmium and zinc, and also for organic contaminants, organochlorines primarily, and we're going to be starting taking samples for radionuclides.
Well, this is something we started up quite a long time ago with FJMC, actually, and we've done an awful lot of work with the belugas, and the thought was that they may be being depleted. But we have aerial surveys counting whales, and of course we keep track of all the whales that are taken. And this is we want to keep track of how much whales are taking and how many whales there are coming in, so that we can make sure that we are not over-harvesting.
The muktak is placed on drift logs, blubber side up for a day so that all the blood and water can drain.
Ahitay tamanna aunga kinichuga huli tamanna lo iminga. Huli tamanna nikinga. Mipkuli oayat. Ahitay makakilugo inyihanun. Inyihanulo. Inyiragat. Pikinyari.
The meat is sliced and hung on the racks. They can be hung in the sun, or if you want more flavor, they can be smoke dried. It in turn keeps the flies away from the meat.
Tamakwa nuwiwait tamana kiulay chut nikani.
It's a good dog feed, all right. It's a good dog feed.